Okay, how to make the best maximizing growth, maximizing health of the kombucha SCOBY in the kombucha, and how to make the best kombucha. So here, the type of tea matters a lot. Black tea is definitely first, mainly because it has these nitrogen, polyphenol, tannins are maximized, as well as a good amount of minerals in there. Your carbon source, the best carbon source that doesn't impede anything is going to be some organic cane sugar. That's the best. And again, here dives into the order. So black, then really it's green tea, yerba mate, then oolong is somewhere in there, and then white teas. So it's darker the better. It goes down. Here's kind of a summary. Nitrogen is high. It's awesome. The trace minerals, they're great. And then this breaks down the actual teas. So black, and when you're going black, you want to go Assam first, and then probably English breakfast. And we can actually Assam first, English breakfast, then Ceylon, and stay with Darjeeling. When you're going green tea, go Sencha, then Bancha. Stay away from matcha and gunpowder. And then here's a breakdown of those. So if we go back here, this kind of synopsis, as far as things you definitely want to stay away with sugars, any sugar source, is turbinado is fine, but once you start getting into honey, it has inhibitory effects, as well as some of these molasses, like too much is going to cause osmotic stress. So you really want to stay with cane sugar, maybe some beet sugar, organic preferred. Your SCOBY can adapt to these other ones, but definitely for the first brew, black tea and organic cane sugar, the best. Breakdown, and then what ratios you want to. We're just going to go all the way down to the table here. This is loose leaf tea per liter. It says pretty much 1/4 of a gallon. You're going to want closer to 3.5 grams of tea, 60 grams of sugar, 9/10 of it water, and 1/10 starter liquid, including the SCOBY. And why? Here's a nice breakdown. If you have, let's see if it gives it. So if you have too little tea and too much sugar, it goes to the yeast. If you have too little sugar and too much tea, it goes mainly to the bacteria and you stagnate. You want to kind of balance both of those. And too little either, then you don't get growth, right? So this is where this came from. We cross-checked that with 4. So this is YouBrewKombucha. This is Life by Mike G. This is Sparkdazzle. And this is it gets, I want to make sure I get the name right. Hold on. This guy, which is awesome guy. I'm new, guys Oakley. So those are kind of your 4 really big brewers, especially these 3 really big brewers, and I took their formula, we went through and we said what's the average, and the average, does it fall under or over, for each one, does it fall under or over, and is the average kind of around where ChatGPT's average was? Most of them are close, so 47, you see for sugars, they're close to 60, they're like 12 grams off. It's not, that's like 2 teaspoons. Tea, 2 or over, 2 or under, which is perfect sweet spot, and then starter, 2 or over. These 2 are probably under this one. And so it's very close. So those are, and it explains why. So based off empirical data and all the mass studies ChatGPT has, it's the best in terms of maximizing growth. Will those work? Absolutely. They're great. Like, learn from them. But this is based on measurement, labs, etc., and the logic behind it. So yeah, that is, and here's an explanation as to why each one tilts into one direction, too high sugar, too high tea, etc. But yeah, so it seems the sweet spot is around 55 grams of sugar, 3.5 grams of tea, and starter being 10%, and that will get your initial pH to drop pretty low in the 4.5, 4.2 range, and then put an aerobic cloth cover on it. With that, and the right type of organic cane sugar and black tea, preferably Assam, that is going to be the best kombucha you can make. And just currently on Amazon, this is the one I'm getting, and then this is the best, so that's black, this is sencha, and then for yerba mate, I think we are going with this one. And then for the kombuchaScoby, currently on Amazon, the best one is this one from Fermentaholics, just based on ratings and just reading about it and seeing videos on it. So hopefully this helps. Best kombucha, most growth, most health. It's awesome.